Sacramento Kings facing off against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And now let's go to Kevin Harlan, Clark Kellogg, and Steve Kerr out at Target Center as tip-off approaches.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. You think about the outstanding players in the NBA. How about Elgin Baylor, guys?
Well, Baylor was really the first guy to introduce the concept of hang time. He would back his defender down, turn, jump, and then just hang there and wait till his defender came down while he shot the shot.
According to my dad and some others who saw Elgin Baylor play, he was the precursor, the beginning of the electrifying, dynamic, flamboyant forwards to play the game. Creative, ball handling ability, size, rebound, all part of Elgin Baylor's Hall of Fame career.
This homestand ends here for the Timberwolves as they get ready to hit the road. And, of course, Clark, the big news here, Amar'e Stoudemire out with the injury.
Yeah, well, when he got hurt in their last game, Kevin, the hope was that it wasn't too serious, but we now know that's not the case. You really just wish him all the best in the world in coming back from it, but it's a tough blow for them.
Yeah, I mean, we know it's bad. It's still too early to tell if it's as devastating as it might be. But, you know, hopefully this is a little less serious than what it, you know, what people are thinking at this stage. It's just a tough one to deal with.
Lock at 6. They get it back. Here's Duncan, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
The Timberwolves shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. The first one falls. And Duncan drops them both. First quarter, just over a minute played. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, I had a chance to catch up with the Minnesota Timberwolves head coach. He told me it's a fun challenge trying to slow down a team that's so cagey and opportunistic offensively. He said, of course we've done our scouting, but this is the first time we've seen them firsthand this season. So it'll be interesting to see if we can take them out of their sets and slow them down at that end. Guys, they'll have to be solid defensively. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Well, guys, it really makes sense to have their defense poised to deal with the great shooters on the floor tonight.
And they really are great, Kevin. I mean, they pose some matchup nightmares over there.
Which is exactly why the coach harped on that to his guys, fellas. I mean, they need to be ready to challenge every jump shot. These guys just shoot it too well.
Last game for the Kings, they picked up the W against Milwaukee.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
Now here's Paul. 9-point game his last outing. Grant with the ball. He's picked up by Drummond. DiVincenzo misses the 3.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
Booker gets a screen from Drummond. The turnaround. Count the bucket.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Grant, that's good.
The defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Marking it. Baylor defending. Here's Cunningham. Good as the jump shot falls. The Kings trail by 3. DiVincenzo defended by Booker. He dishes it to Len. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Their defense got absolutely destroyed in that game as they weren't closing out on the perimeter shooters. They were allowing people to get into the paint and score from point-blank range. Just an overall abysmal effort.
Yeah, something was missing, no doubt about that. They let an opponent shoot a really high percentage, and that's got to be a concern going forward.
And that's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
And Booker kicks to Duncan. From 11 feet away. And he can't bank that one in.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Back to Paul. A 3-ball. The shot is off. And Minnesota now the other way. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year. Here is Cunningham. He's covered by Grant. Pass to Drummond. Got it. Good job in the low post. So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
He has to be concerned with all the missed shots. I mean, it happens to every team, but you have to find a way to keep being productive even when you go through a shooting drought.
He might be trying to tell them to get to the free throw line. You know, all teams go cold at points during the game, but the good teams still find ways to score.
Olynyk is checked in for Sacramento. Here is Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. He feeds it to Grant. That one a little long.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Duncan left side. Duncan with another miss. The Kings trailing. Feeds it to Grant. Tries from 16, and it's blocked by Adams. Here's Booker. He's coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta. Sacramento with the ball. There's the screen. DiVincenzo. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Here's Booker. The dish now to Duncan. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Hasn't been the hot start he's wanted here. I mean, he's got a few to fall, but doesn't seem on target most of the time he fires.
Dishes to Paul. DiVincenzo. And it's blocked by Adams.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yep, +5 in rebounds. That didn't take long.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, sometimes, guys, you can forget he's out there, and all of a sudden, bang, he'll string together 3 or 4 shots in a row and just take over the game.
You know, something else with him, you can't forget about his skill as a pull-up shooter. I mean, you give him too much room, and he won't hesitate for a second to raise up and spray you with that J.
The Kings trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. Kicks it to Gordon.
Lyles. Hits hits the three-point bomb.
You know, they didn't leave him alone out there, but you got to rubber band his hands. You got to crowd him and smother him on the perimeter. Otherwise, he'll make you pay.
Now, here's Walker. We saw him with 10 points last game. Kispert covered by Martin. Passes it to Randall. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Walker. And the shot is good. Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there. Stolen by Walker. Walker gets a screen from Adams. Here's Randall. They get it back. The shot's good from Adams. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Myers. Another 3 for Sacramento.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in him.
Back to Walker. He passes to Randall. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches. That's how you have it.
Olynyk the pass to Vincent. Kings moving the ball around. Fires from deep. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
A little over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
And if you're already boxed out, you got to try to work to get around. Otherwise, it's a surefire foul.
And the Kings making a change here. Shot from the wing. Minnesota with the rebound.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Unloads from 13. There's the block. And that does it for the first quarter. Minnesota on top. They lead by 9. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
Tune in next Sunday night, December 10th. The Orlando Magic go up against the San Antonio Spurs. Live from San Antonio. Don't miss it.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota?
And they're knocking down that mid-range jumper so far.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
On the court for Sacramento. And it's Walker penetrating, doubled by Mitchell. Backing down is Drummond. Walker, three-pointer, gets it to go. Walker's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Timberwolves. There's a screen. Maves. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Pass to Walker. There's the three. The pass to Randall. Walker is screening Martin. Randall. Drummond. A follow-up flush.
He could have tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir.
Well, no need to back it out if you're in position for the dunk.
Uncovered. Misses off the right iron.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Pass to Randall. He kicks it to Walker. Lets it fly. Len grabs the board. Len's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And that one's good.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Now let's step back and have a look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. 5th, the Timberwolves.
And, you know, contrary to what we see from other teams, this team really has no interest in playing selfishly. I mean, their assist numbers show what a cohesive unit they are.
And the Kings making a change here. The feed to Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Duncan, he's covered by Grant. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. That's good.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Len kicks to Baylor. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
They set the screen. He dishes it to Drummond. And he uses the glass on the layup. Drummond's got 6 points.
Good job there recognizing the mismatch and then just going straight up with the shot. He's got a major height advantage.
Screen by Grant. Mitchell's shot is good.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Yeah, they're making some shots now, Clark, finally starting to make up some ground.
Here's Walker. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. 8 points for him. The Kings trail by 13. He feeds it to Len. Now the dish to Grant. Passes it to Mitchell. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Kicks to Grant. The Kings need to get off a shot here. DiVincenzo. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
That's a blocking foul, and he'll shoot free throws.
Some of the quickest hands in the league on him, guys, and we see it in how often he's able to poke a ball loose, just as his man is going up for the shot.
And also, if you watch him on the defensive end, you can see how tough it is to screen him off a play. I mean, he goes through it, around it, or under. He finds a way to shake off screens.
And the first one drops. And the Kings making a change here. Paul's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Minnesota leading by 11. Here is Cunningham. Fader on the way. And it's off the back rim. No good. Kings have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
As we get this season underway, let's see how the Timberwolves have done so far in the NBA stats. 4th in blocks, 4th in lowest turnovers per game. And they also show up in the top 5 in assists. They've got scores, and they're a pretty good passing team as well.
This is a team, Clark, and you talked about the shot blocking. This is a team that really has become a defensive-minded group. They rotate well. They cover up for one another. And when somebody does get to the rim, it seems like they've got a lot of guys coming over from the weak side to protect the rim. And the offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layups. Earn it from the line.
And he makes the first. Olynyk is checked in for Mitchell. And Duncan drops them both. And it's the Kings with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Elgin Baylor on the wing. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Feeds to Duncan. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Duncan's got 4 points this quarter.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Well, just too many easy buckets, you know, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it. This timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys, at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside, and they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
Grant inside. Intercepted. 3 on 3. Dishes it to Booker. Pass to Drummond. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Drummond's got 8 points. The Kings trailed by 17. The pass to Olynyk. There's the pick. He kicks it to Paul. He passes to Olynyk. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Again, the miss by the Kings. Timberwolves leading by 17. Here's Booker, defended by Paul. Pass to Booker. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
And Olynyk kicks to Paul. Olynyk dishes to Baylor. Backing him down. Kings moving the ball around. Back to Paul. Buries it from three-point range.
That's his first three-pointer of the second half, which actually makes it his first of the game.
Cunningham passes to Duncan. Booker. Here's the feed to Cunningham. He dishes it to Duncan. Shoots from 14. Misses off the left iron.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Baylor with the ball. He's picked up by Drummond. DiVincenzo. Rejected by Booker. Tries again. And it's good. Olynyk's got his first bucket in this one.
If they're going to take tough outside shots, I mean, they're better off just firing from the three-point line.
Yeah, I agree with it. I mean, if you're going to be back there near the three-point line, you might as well take the 3. Just step back and knock it down. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Elgin Baylor on the wing. Grant. Elgin Baylor on the wing. It's rebounded by Booker. Booker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 6.
This seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
DiVincenzo. And he's finally able to knock one down. Minnesota leading by 16. Cunningham kicks to Duncan. He feeds it to Booker. To the middle. Here's Markkanen. Good work defensively by Baylor.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
19 seconds left to play in the first half. It's hauled in by Duncan.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Booker's got 11 points.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Timberwolves lead by 18.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's a blowout in Minnesota. As we present the halftime report, I'm Damon Bruce. The Timberwolves making it look easy so far. Looking to get back on the right track while the season's still young. We'll see if they can tack on a win here tonight. We've watched Tim Duncan doing pretty much whatever he wants against the Kings. He's got 10 points and is always looking to go to work on the boards. For the Kings, a different story so far. They've been getting pounded on the glass, just not bringing the aggression, the physicality needed to get the job done. It's not the best start for Chris Paul. An abysmal field goal percentage, the shot not cooperating. And let's look ahead at the games that won't be tipping off until later tonight. Out in Charlotte, it'll be the Bobcats against the Hawks. A divisional meeting that's sure to be a heated game. That gets going 7:30 Eastern. Now we'll shift to games currently in progress. New York leading against the Wizards at Verizon Center. Second half of play, still anybody's game. And the other game still underway. The Raptors are in the lead out at Air Canada Center against Denver. Second half of basketball just getting started for them. And that'll do it for us here in the studio. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. It's been one outstanding game from Booker.
Yeah, the magic touch with the ball. He just made great decisions, piling up the assists there in the first half, and really doing a nice job for his teammates.
You know, it isn't a very common occurrence, Steve. Typically, he's more likely to be on the receiving end of the pass, but so far, it's been the other way around here.
They've got Drummond. Duncan out there with Cunningham. And it's Booker in at the 2. So that's the Timberwolves 5. The Timberwolves have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
Yeah, basically a middle-of-the-road type free throw shooting team, about 76% a year ago.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Free throw good, Drummond. And both free throws good for Drummond. The Kings trail by 20. Kicks to Paul. Passes it to Len. The dish to Grant. DiVincenzo fires for 3. Good. He's got 7.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Duncan, he's covered by Grant. Down low, Markkanen. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 19. DiVincenzo, defended by Booker. DiVincenzo, no up. Great D that time.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Booker dishes to Duncan. The rebound by Grant.
Really high-quality shot there, just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
DiVincenzo, defended by Cunningham. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The Kings have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the first one at the line is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Minnesota leading by 18. Feeds it to Duncan. Markkanen, he's covered by Grant. Clock at 4. Here's Booker. Kept alive, Minnesota. Dishes to Cunningham. Second shot opportunity. That's good. Cunningham's got 8.
And of all the things about him that you like offensively, it's his composure that jumps out at me. The way he never gets rattled. The defense can get in him. He doesn't care. He just continues to do his thing.
And Steve, he's earned a nickname that's familiar to anybody that's followed basketball, the microwave. There's no slow build-up with him. All he needs is one shot to go down, and it can set him off, turn him into a real scoring machine. He cooks with gas, not electricity.
Back to Paul. Sacramento moving it around. One kick kicks to Baylor. Nailed from three-point land. Baylor's got 7 points.
Back-to-back threes for him. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Duncan inside. He's covered by Grant.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Paul outside. Pass to Len. Duncan on him. Tries from 7. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Cunningham off the pick from Adams. Cunningham kicks to Adams. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. Fourth, the Kings.
You don't want to send this team to the line. They've been solid all season. And coaches have to ask themselves, is it worth it to foul these guys? They're excellent from the stripe as a team. Not just a couple of guys. Their whole team makes foul shots.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. Sacramento making a switch here. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. There's the pass to Land. Myers. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Randall passes to Duncan. Duncan gets the screen from Adams. And Duncan gets it to go in. Duncan's got 15.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
There's a good screen. He kicks it to Len. Pass to Vincent. 6 on the shot clock. Now, here's Baylor. Defended by Randall. Timberwolves leading by 18. The feed to Duncan. Passes to Randall. He dishes it to Duncan. No good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Eric Gordon on the wing. And there's the pass to Vincent. He feeds it to Len. Inside. And the layup's good off the glass.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. I love that, and you got to think the coaching staff does too.
Pass to Randall. Number 17, defended by Vincent. Kispert. Here's Adams. And the call will be against Alex Len. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Pass to Randall. Launches a three. Rebound by the Kings. Screened by Grant. The steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Kicks it to Cunningham. He passes to Booker. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Booker's got 13 points.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over him.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Minnesota making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And that one's good. He's got 10. Minnesota leading by 16. There's the dish to Booker. It's off his leg. And the ref's saying he kicked it. Baylor, he's checked in for the Kings. On defense, the Kings. Duncan dishes to Walker. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Maves defended by Cunningham. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And he banks in the layup. Duncan's got 17 now.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint. And when you can get them, you got to score them. DiVincenzo covered by Duncan. Really left alone that time. He's got 5.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
And Walker kicks to Cunningham. Feeds to Booker. Dishes it to Cunningham. Pass to Walker. Here's the 3. Shot's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Maves defended by Cunningham. Let's go. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Duncan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Cunningham passes to Randall. He kicks to Booker. Fires it up. And again, it's Minnesota converting. And Sacramento has possession. DiVincenzo defended by Booker. Back to Grant. For the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Cunningham's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
Yeah, you know the fans out in Cleveland really hoping for a win for their Cavaliers. That's a big game for them.
And there's the feed to Grant. Misses the shot. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Timberwolves ahead, delivering the blowout. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
The NBA season blasts off. The Denver Nuggets hit the road to do battle with the Philadelphia 76ers this Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And they're attacking the gaps in the defense with their quick, aggressive drives into the paint area.
And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Olynyk is out there with Len. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Baylor. And it's Vincent in at the point. Six to shoot. Baylor drives in. Excellent D there from Randall.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Walker's checked in for the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Randall defended by Olynyk. Kisper, it's rebounded by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his third rebound tonight. He dishes it to Len. Left side Gordon. And he hits the jump shot. Gordon's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Kings. Timberwolves leading by 21. Booker dishes to Walker. And the pass to Randall. Kisper, the Timberwolves working the ball around. No good from Randall. And Olynyk kicks to Gordon. DiVincenzo. He feeds it to Len. DiVincenzo defended by Booker. 3 on the clock. Here's Olynyk. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Chance to check out the Sacramento Kings' upcoming schedule. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Boy, a lot of fans focused on that matchup for New Orleans.
First free throw is good. Tim Duncan, who's checked in for Minnesota. Cunningham comes in for Walker. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Booker. Pass to Cunningham. Kicks it to Duncan. The dish to Booker. Passes it to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. A nice shot by Booker.
Well, with a dead-eye shooter like him, it takes more than average defense to put a stop to it. It takes great defense, and even that might not be enough.
Looking to get back on track here. He lays it in.
That's just a case of 2 teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess. Huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
High arcing shot. The shot by Baylor, no good. Timberwolves leading by 22. And Booker kicks to Cunningham. Feeds it to Duncan. White block shot. And again, it's Minnesota.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
Dishes it to Len. DiVincenzo lets it go from deep. That's good.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
Minnesota's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. They get the rebound, and Duncan throws it down.
Boy, what a throwdown after doing a great job to corral the rebound.
Well, you know, there aren't that many players with a better nose for the ball than him.
Agreed. And with the D always scattered after an offensive rebound, he knows exactly how to get that to work for him.
But they recover it. Len passes to Olynyk. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And a moment now to check out who Minnesota has coming up. Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
A lot of fans focused on that matchup for San Antonio.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, he looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
You know, I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
And the Kings making a change here. Timberwolves leading by 23. Pass to Drummond. He kicks to Booker. Backing down. Drummond got a piece of it. Shot clock at 5. No good from Duncan. The Kings have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. From deep. That is good.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Cunningham dishes it to Drummond. Defended by Len. And Paul pulls it down. Paul's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gets it to go.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
And Booker kicks to Cunningham. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Chris Paul picks up that one. First one falls for him. And the Kings making a change here. Grant's checked in. And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And if they continue to shoot well from the free throw line like they are, their lead is going to be pretty steady here.
That's not an overstatement. They've literally not missed a single foul shot this half.
Minnesota leading by 18. Now the feed to Booker. Duncan. He passes it to Booker. Clock at 6.
Yo, kick it out.
Another miss by Minnesota. The Kings trail by 18. DiVincenzo defended by Cunningham. That is good.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
Well, that's been the focus, Clark, as we've watched. I mean, they've created one chance after another inside.
He dishes it to Booker. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. That one misses for Booker. Kings have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Now the pass to Len. He tries for 3. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And that's going to be a travel.
Well, let's forgive him for that turnover. It's the only one he's committed today.
Timeout called by the Kings. One of the top stories here, Tim Duncan getting it done today.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Here's Paul. Back to Baylor. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field, and everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line, and they found a way to do it here in the second half.
Timberwolves leading by 15. Here's Booker. He feeds it to Duncan. They set the pick. Here's Markkanen. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Cunningham. Paul kicks to Grant. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Grant's got 4 points now in the quarter. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Booker the pass to Cunningham. The dish to Booker. Pass to Duncan. Stolen by Grant. Kicks to Paul. Shoots the 3. Count that one.
It's interesting. They're like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got energy.
You know, it's not going to change anything, though, other than to make their losing margin a little more respectable.
Passes to Cunningham. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 5 on the clock. Feeds it to Drummond. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Len, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. A platoon swap here for Sacramento. Free throw good, Drummond. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And it just feels like those are the free throws that probably put this game out of reach.
Lyles, 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Boy, is he good out there, even with the defense all over him.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. The pass to Randall. Number 17, defended by Mitchell. Number 17, off the left rim and out.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Pass to Mitchell. Takes the 3. Can't get it to go. And so Minnesota takes the win. They came